We paid people to figure that stuff out. Isn't that great? Today was a little bit different. Gabrielle and I started a little early. We're on at 6 a.m. We're going to show you a wonderful way of being able to kind of spruce up your gardens right now. Everybody's spring happy, but it's just not getting here fast enough. So we're going to show you big color with something that will also please you at night. Even if you have the most gorgeous hydrangeas in your garden, at nighttime when it's dark, you can't see them. These you will be able to see, and we'll explain that. They're brand new this week already, having done very well. There are 43 cool white LEDs embedded. You don't even see them.
They're like mini fairy lights.
Yeah, they
they're
are.
Super bright LED lights right
How
in
are
there.
you?
Great,
Good morning.
how are you? Good morning.
This is Susan Butterworth. Susan's going to be with us throughout the rest of the 2 hours. We've got all kinds of stuff to talk about. But this is one of the largest outdoor decorative pieces that you've ever brought us.
This is,
and they're made by hand at $32 and change.
Yep. And they're 44 inches tall. That's 4 inches shy of 4 feet.
Right.
Knowing my math so well.
Vertical gardening,
yeah,
that's what they're talking about.
Gardening. 43 of these individual beautiful hydrangea flowers, and then there's 43 of these super light LED lights. Look how when I put my hand on it, that shows you how big it is. I mean, I think Magic Johnson couldn't even palm this thing.
These are all metal.
Yep.
They're all painted by hand. Well, they use an airbrush, but it's still done by hand. And if you turn it around, it's done like a dome, and every one of these has to be welded into place by an individual and by hand.
Right.
There's a wonderful amount of artistry. We've got a really pretty red.
Yep.
Look at that. The little poppy yellow in the middle.
And it's red, the poppy yellow, and there's a little bit of pink on the petals too. Look how pretty that is.
There's our blue.
And that's kind of like a traditional hydrangea blue.
Okay.
But it's, you know, like whiter, paler blue on the outside with the bluer and then the yellow in the center.
The purple is already limited. There's only 200 of them left.
Wow.
They're brand new this week and will be gone. We'll bring our lights down because I want you to see how they look. But everything about this is decorative. Here's the stem. You had said 44 inches in height.
Yes.
They've got wonderful big bold leaves on them. And then you've got a little solar charger that's innocuous.
Exactly.
You don't really see it.
And they're going to stay on for 8 hours in the nighttime. But, you know, we've got the lights down and they look like now you can really see them. Look how beautiful.
They kind of float.
They're really going to illuminate. And when I got all my samples in the mail and I was practicing with them and checking them out, my son lined our whole walkway with them. We had 9 of them.
Okay.
It looks amazing. They're super huge. You know, they are bigger than a dinner plate. That's how big that flower is. It's huge. It's 12 inches wide. It's almost 4 feet tall. But what you're going to get is a beautiful, magical presence in your yard. 8 hours in the nighttime.
They make a statement.
Yeah, gorgeous in the daytime.
We've got a few that are in our garden.
We put them all around behind us.
I don't know, indoor decorators and now outdoor decorators, they seem to love this magical number 3.
Yeah, they do. 3, you know what? Flowers, you always decorate in odd numbers. Isn't that interesting? And 3 is a magic number. We picked 3 of the same color to show you. You know, maybe you'd like to get, you know, more than one and in the same color, but look how amazing it is. And look how big it is. I mean, that's my hand, and it's not even covering, you know, a quarter of it. It's so big.
Well, as our gardens start to grow, and that will happen. In fact, this year it looks like it's going to happen a little earlier than normal.
Wow, I know, crazy weather.
I have crocuses that I think will actually pop tomorrow.
Wow.
And that's
a few in my
3 to 4 weeks earlier.
Yes, that's crazy.
Because our temperatures have been just record weirdness.
Yes.
But as our gardens start to grow, these are tall enough at 44 inches in height that you've got plenty of room for these to still be a focal point and a great way of adding some whimsy and charm. Look at that.
I love that because look how down below you've got, you know, those lovely bushes, but there's nothing going on above 2 feet. Now you can really have something. These are 44 inches tall. The flower is like, you know, bigger than a dinner plate. It's 12 inches wide. It's a big dome. There's 43 super white LED lights on them.
I hate to be rude, but
please.
we're live TV.
Jump.
The purple, there's 100 of them now left, and then they're gone. I don't know if we even have a reorder on this.
I don't even know either. Yes.
Pardon me, the blue has been very popular as well. So continue your thought, and thank you.
Well, you know what? They're just absolutely beautiful because if you have a bare spot or on either side of your front door, because that's what we did. Look how we put them on either side of the front door. There's a little garden right there, bed, and we put two purple ones. And then we put those two huge ones. They're actually embedded in beautiful pots, but the pots aren't going to grow that high of plants.
Yep.
So this is just such a great way to get a statement at about 4 feet off the ground that's really going to illuminate and be happy and pretty. And you know, this is something you never need to water. Look at this though. I'm going to just turn it so you can see it.
I like that. I'm not buying batteries.
Yes.
It turns itself on, it turns itself off. It's all solar.
Yep.
Solar has changed so much.
Oh, solar is
in the
amazing.
last 2 years. Yep.
And these come with the battery already in them. You simply put them where you want them, let it charge up for a day.
You want to make sure
turn them on, and then you're
sunlight,
done.
right?
You're done. And look at these pretty leaves. Everything is just super, you know, a hydrangea on steroids.
For these to be bright enough that you can actually tell the color at night, that's impressive.
Right.
Now again, everyone is made by hand. Step back here, because I'll hold up a card.
Yep.
The leaves, you didn't really see because they kind of blend in with our green background, but all of this is painted by hand. Each one is welded and joined intact by hand. 43 individual flowers painted by hand there. That's craftsmanship.
It really is, with 43 LED lights, and the lights are super bright LED lights, but they're like tiny little fairy lights. And so they're really gonna illuminate everything, but look at that, yeah, and then it's just little...
This one's going bye-bye.
Oh dear,
The purple, I'm gonna lay it back here.
All right.
The purple is now gone.
All right.
Now, we only have a few hundred in each one of these other choices. So if you want the blue, go for it, do so. If you want the red, I highly urge you to consider doing that this morning as well. You're coming back later on in the show?
I am, yeah.
All right.
We're gonna do a little gardening.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you so much, Dano.
You know, there are some American companies that even if you've never purchased their product, you know exactly what they do, and you know they're the leader in their industry.